She's going down fast. Alright, hell yeah, we did it. We made it to episode 420. It's crazy that we produced 420 episodes in our Elden Ring series, and even though this isn't a 50 episode special, it is a little bit of a special episode just because of the number 420. I'm a crazy weed smoking Canadian, and many of the people that I play this game with are also weed smoking Canadians, and many of my audience members smoke weed too, so this episode's for all of us stoners out there. Now, I've been trying to think of ways to make this episode special and different and meaningful. All summer long, I've been playing the new Elden Ring Nightreign game that came out, and absolutely playing the crap out of it. I've 100%ed it. I've gotten every detail, every item, every collectible. I've put over 300 hours into it, and I decided I wasn't going to make an Elden Ring Nightreign series just because this series has already taken so much of my time and so much out of me, and I want to move on to another franchise like a Zelda or a Final Fantasy and do really detailed episodes of those. But I want to finish up Elden Ring before I do that, so I decided taking on Elden Ring Nightreign would just be too much. Instead, I decided to just play Nightreign and enjoy Nightreign on the side, separate from this Elden Ring series. But I figured it would be fun to at least cover my progress in Nightreign in this Elden Ring series. So what we're going to do today is we're going to actually jump over to my Elden Ring Nightreign file, and I'm going to showcase all of the things that I've done to 100% that game. If we hover over Nightreign on my PlayStation home screen, you can see I've got 100% completion, over 300 hours played, trophies 37 of 37 including the platinum naturally. We can go through all the trophies here. It's not the hardest platinum ever, but there are some difficult trophies, so I'm proud of it nonetheless, and it's part of 100% of course. Even though I've never left the game of Elden Ring in this series, today we're making a special exception to leave Elden Ring to go to Nightreign to show our progress there. But it takes some crazy stoner magic to transfer from one realm to the other. We're going to take a bong hit, and then we're going to transport ourselves with weed magic into the realm of Elden Ring Nightreign. So without further ado, let's sit back and relax, smoke a bong, and head over to Elden Ring Nightreign. Whoa, man! Like, I think we're in another world or something. Alright, yeah, welcome to Elden Ring Nightreign. Here we are in the Round Table Hold, pretty much exactly where we left our Kilson X character in Elden Ring. But now we are the Duchess, one of 8 playable characters in Nightreign, and I've got a very special outfit on her. You gotta do a lot of grinding to get it, but I got it and all the other outfits in the game as well. There are some locations that feel similar to Elden Ring, but they're not exactly the same. But the Round Table Hold here, this is the same, so I thought this would be a good convergence point from game to game. and we're going to do a little tour of my game file and show off some of the things that I've accomplished. This is where you would normally find Gideon Ofnir, but in this version of the Roundtable Hold we have a mirror where we can change our garb. And so you can see with the Duchess I've unlocked every single outfit. With the Raider I've unlocked every single outfit. You got Sigurd of Knight of Katarina. That's Smo. The Revenant, she's got some cool outfits. We got Recluse. That's a nice Dark Souls looking witch, I like that. Executor, I like this one. Kind of similar to the Duchess one that I like with all the spikes. He's like the samurai character. He can do a lot of blood and frost procs and other cool things. Wilder, he's kind of your run-of-the-mill warrior. Really powerful, and he's got some good specials. All his outfits. Guardian. This has got to be one of my favorite outfits in the game, the Soul Air outfit. Dark Souls reference. Last but not least, Iron Eye. Definitely my most used character, and it's cool that the Archer actually gets a worthy class in this game, because Archers aren't super viable in Dark Souls and Elden Ring normally. Nice, so yeah, that's it for characters and all of their outfits that I had to collect. Some of them are really expensive, so it takes a lot of grinding. You can see my money in the bottom right, that's called Merc. I have over 247,000 now. For a long time you're grinding and you're trying to buy outfits. Then eventually I bought them all, and now I've just been stockpiling Merc. Over here you got the journal. This showcases all the characters' quest lines, kind of side quest lines, and you tackle those as you go through expeditions. You can tackle little missions along the way and finish each character's quest line. Yeah, starting from the beginning. I'm not going to read all these out, but you can see I've filled all 9 pages of the Wilder's journal, completing all his quests, and then you get an image at the end, a little hand-drawn picture to show that you finished the quest line. Same with the Guardian. And they don't all have the same amount of pages. Like you saw, the Wilder had 9 pages, Guardian here has 10 pages. Once you complete all 10 pages, you got the hand-drawn image with Iron Eye. You go through all 8 of his pages, and then you get the image. Duchess, 9 pages, 1 through 9. And our victory image. Raider, all 8 pages completed here in his journal. Again, 8 pages for the Revenant. Yeah, I'm not going to read through all of this right now, but at least I'm going through each page so you could pause and read if you really wanted to. Each page. Recluse, 1 through 8, and our image at the end. And the Executor, he's a painter, so he may be the one that painted these images for all the characters. And his journal is an exception because all 7 pages of his journal have images, as you can see. And presumably these are hand-drawn. Okay, page 1 doesn't have an image, but the rest of them do. And presumably these are hand-drawn by the Executor. And the final one being him drawing a picture of himself. And yeah, so that's all the character quest lines and special images completed. Not too much down here where you'd normally find the salesman, Twin Maiden Husks, but you can talk to some of your other characters throughout the world, and you can also sleep to pass time, which helps with a shifting earth mechanic inside the game. I'm not going to get too much into the gameplay in this tour. This is mostly just about showing my completion status. This is where you can equip and change what relics you have, which help you in your expeditions, so you can get different power-ups, different buffs that can help you in your expedition. And there's thousands, hundreds to choose from. You get different random ones as reward. There's also certain ones you can buy or win certain side quests for all your characters. These are chalices or vessels that you can put your relics in for certain characters. Each character has certain vessels. So in order to put relics on your character, you have to have these vessels equipped first. So I bought all those. I bought all the gestures. It's kind of cool that they sell the gestures, just something extra you can spend merc on. Got all the prattling pates. Again, that's another fun little thing. Then you can buy these special relics that have specific power-ups, so they're not random. They have intended power-ups by the developers to give us, you know, certain advantages or to play around with certain things. And then finally, this is the last thing you can buy, and it does give you a random relic, so you can just keep buying infinite random relics if you want. It's the only thing I can spend merc on at this point since I have everything. Let's roll the dice, let's see what we get. Polished Tranquil Scene, HP restoration upon flail attacks. That's terrible because I never use a flail weapon. And Vigor +2, so that gives you more health. That's not too bad. But all in all, this is not a great relic, and I can just sell it back if I want. Sell now, we'll do that, and we got a little bit of merc back. You don't get as much back as you spent on it, but at least you get something back. Yeah, maybe one of these days I'll go through and just buy hundreds of random relics and hoping I'll get some really super overpowered ones. You can also go outside the round table holds. You can walk around. This is where the Executor paints his paintings. Little areas to explore around. Here's Iron Eye. Whittling something. Just hanging out by the cliffside.
If there's more work to be done, so be it. As ever, we forge on.
Revelatory Iron Eye. There's a map. It's not a huge area, but there's fun little secrets darted around, and talk to characters and advance quests. Like, characters will be in different locations. And there's also this. This is the collector's signboard right here. And this is a second salesman that opened up with some light DLC that came out as the game was progressing. And if we warp here, it also has a store, of which we bought everything. So these are extra special chalices, extra special relics that you can only buy once you defeat an upgraded version of each expedition boss. And then lots of nice relics that you can purchase here as well. And then this is also a random relic that you can purchase, but you use a special kind of currency called an Everdark Sigil. These you can only acquire by winning the special expeditions with the extra hard Night Lords. As you can see, I've grinded out a ton of these too. I've got 226, which is quite a lot. Plus, I bought everything in the store, so it's quite a lot of grinding. This is also an alternative way you can purchase some of the more expensive outfits if you don't want to spend merc on them. I bought them mostly with merc. I think I bought a couple with these sigils, but mostly with merc. Well, let's try our luck at one of these random relics here with a sigil. 5 sigils. All in all, I'd say this one isn't focused enough on all 3 things working together to be super viable on a more challenging expedition. But I'm not going to sell it, I'll keep it for now. But then this is a big one, Conjuring a Shift in the Earth. You can pay a sigil to change your world, that the expedition that you do, to either have the crater, the mountaintop, the rotted woods, or Noclateo, the shrouded city. And each of those provide different power-ups that you can gain during your expedition, and also different challenges. So it's kind of fun to shift the world, and 1 sigil isn't a lot to ask for that, especially because I have over 200. So I do that often. Last thing I'll show off here is the visual codex, because this can show some of our statistics. So we can see our playtime, 322 hours, expedition time, 224, so that's how much time I've spent inside an expedition, which means I've spent almost 100 hours just kind of chilling at the round table hold. Total expeditions over 300, wins 125. I wish my win rate was a little bit higher, but I've played a lot of casual games with friends that don't take it too seriously, and we don't always get as far as I would like. But you can see my win streak is 17, so when I am very focused, I can win again and again and again. You can look at other things in the visual codex, like all of the different equipment or skills, sorceries, etc. You can just kind of get a detailed look at what these weapons are capable of and what you might be looking for on a certain expedition to help your build. can get tips and tricks. You can see how many times you used each character and how many times you fought each boss. And then you can see even deeper statistics like how many sigils you've acquired, how many runes you've acquired, how many enemies you've felled. So yeah, a lot of cool details you can check out there. And another cool feature, this sparring ground where you can try out all different weapons. You can also activate your specials and things like that. So yeah, it's a cool little place to practice before you go out on an expedition. Nice, it's 420 in real life right now. You ready to smoke some fucking weed for 420 here, Davo, or what, bud? Attaboy. I was gonna say they made it back in one piece, but not quite, eh?
Fuck you.
Fuck you, Davey. I can also showcase the expedition table, which is just the round table hold here. And yeah, if we can commence an expedition, you can see all the different bosses. We got Tricephalos, and you can see the slash mark through the boss, indicating that I've defeated this boss, and all the bosses for that matter. So yeah, we got Tricephalos, Gaping Jaw, Sentient Pest, Augur, Equilibrious Beast, Dark Drift Knight, Fissure in the Fog, Night Aspect, Tricephalos level 2, and Gaping Jaw level 2. There are level 2 versions of all of the other bosses except for the Night Aspect, but they come in on a weekly rotating basis, so we can only see these two because these are the only active 2 ones right now. But I've defeated all the other ones, and I've got slash marks next to them when they appear on their weekly rotation as well. So yeah, that's just another little 100% detail, getting a slash mark next to every boss on this list. And we're actually going to meet up with my allies, Raelmer and Mahervrik, who we've seen many times in the regular Elden Ring series. And they're going to join me right now for an expedition, and I'll just do like a little kind of highlight pack of us beating an expedition, just so you can see in this episode just a tiny little bit of the action. Nice, we're doing Gaping Jaw, time for the classic poison build. Alright, excellent. Got a good setup here. Three Iron Eyes going into battle. Kilson X, Raelmer, and Mahervrik. On the wings of eagles, we go now to our fate.
Fuck, this is the bad start.
Easy ever jail at least.
More runes. Fuck yeah.
Nice. Good. Improved flask restoration. Flask restoration again. I'm just gonna go to the cathedral, yeah, quick, because I fell down. See if there's another key. There's indeed. These two.
Wind blades.
Go up and do that other one right now. I took Rune of the Strong over dodging because we already have a superior dodge.
Gotta be quick.
Resistance is up. I've got more keys. Let's aim for this one. We could even cut through this cave.
Figure where to go up here.
No, out this tunnel.
That's great.
Just go attack power. After the boss fight, we'll head down there, do that Everjail and boss in the field there, and then head to that village. There's Crimson Amber Medallion. Fuck yeah, that was one of our best Duke's Dear Freya fights.
Yeah.
Good, nice.
Nice. Strong over gradual. Are you buying a key?
Yeah, I bought one. Stamina, nice. She's going down fast.
What is all that? What the fuck?
The ancestral spirit thing.
Grafted blade, great sword.
I think we have time for this black knife as well. I'm gonna fight him quick. And even the troll.
I don't know if we have time.
I'm gonna let myself die here before the circle closes.
Get him. Nice.
Fucking right, that was massive. Get out.
I'm fucked. We can't fucking see him. Ah. Uh-oh. I'm dead. Alright, we
Going
go.
down big time. Fuck yeah.
No points.
That was colossal. Didn't even use our Noctateo. Francois laid on my lap that whole expedition. Yeah, in this Elden Ring Nightreign episode that I'm doing, episode 420, feels good to be done everything in the game, to have collected everything that you could possibly collect, complete all the side quests, got all the trophies, platinum trophy, unlocked every outfit, beaten every single boss, including all the secret Everdark Sovereign bosses, level 2 bosses. Now with this little bit of a lull time in between updates, I can make this episode, even though I'm not complete everything in the game to come in the future, I'm at least complete the initial wave of content I've completed fully. Now I can get ready for wave 2 of the content in the harder mode and the ranked system and all of the crazy random Everdark stuff coming up. Alright, well that about wraps it up on our special Elden Ring Nightreign 420 episode. I've had a great time showing off all the different elements of 100%ing this game. Even though it's not Elden Ring, it's obviously related, and I really wanted to at least show part of the game since I'm not going to be sharing the whole thing. Starting in episode 421, we'll be resuming our regular Elden Ring gameplay, continuing the hunt for summoning pools, and going out to collect more artifacts and weapons that I'm missing from the DLC. Hey! Until then, Kilson out. Hopefully I'll wake up at the regular roundtable hold next time.